So I'm going to explain to you about circular knitting, and that means knitting in the round or knitting where you're knitting a tube. And there are a couple of different ways to do it. One of the easiest is to use a circular needle. This is a circular needle. You can see that there are two needles on either end, and they're connected by a thin strip of plastic. And that allows you to knit in the round and not have to go back and forth, and you basically also avoid having to seam. So when you've cast on all of the stitches that you need for that particular item, you then want to start knitting in the round. So to do that, you want to make sure that all of the stitches are underneath. You don't want anything to be up on top. You don't want it to be twisted around, because that can cause you to have a twisted fabric. So when you make sure that all the stitches are down, you're then going to want to put a marker before you start knitting. It can be a small piece of plastic. There are some that are metal, beads, but something there, because then you will know whenever you come to that marker, you've just finished a row and you're starting a new row. So then what you need to do is you're going to just start knitting. You're going to start knitting the new stitch just as you would, or purling if that's what the pattern calls for. And you can see that now the old stitches and the new stitches are linked up, and you're now knitting in a circle. And you just keep following the pattern from there. In this case, I'm just going to be knitting. When you come to the end of a circular row, what do you do with the marker? So let me show you what you'll do with the marker. So you keep knitting. You knit right up to the marker. You now finish that row. And now what you're going to do is you're just going to take the marker and you're going to move it to the right needle. So it stays with your knitting, and you're just going to keep knitting. So that's what you'll do every time you hit that marker when you're knitting in the round.